From New York, it's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Billy Crystal, inventor Carl Brandenfels, actress Susan Sarandon, and musician Graham Parker, plus Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous man. And now, David Letterman.
That's it there. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by saying that the controversy is behind me. I have been through 4 long, intensive months of therapy. I would just like to thank the Assemblies of God Church for allowing me to return here tonight. You know, kids, people come up to me on the street and they say, "Gee, Dave, we've been watching these lousy, stinking reruns for 4 months. Where have you been for 4 months, Dave?" I'll tell you where I've been for 4 months. I've been in hell! Hell! It was hell! Who are you?
You remember me.
Oh, it's my old buddy Paul. Geez, good to see you, Paul.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back, too. Thank you. It's been hell?
I haven't worn a tie in 4 months. I may not be able to still do this. Oh, look, like riding a bicycle, isn't it? You know, I don't know anything about complicated labor negotiations or strategy or the issues at stake here with the Writers Guild strike, but I think the problem is, now the Writers Guild, they've been striking now for about 4 months. That's 114 days. That's a third of a year out of my life. Thank you. And I think the problem is, just to put it in layman's terms, the producers, the people who consider themselves to be grand commissioners of the art, the same people that bring you all your favorite shows like Aaron's Way. And of course, the feel-good hit of the summer, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I'm so sick of that already. Anyway, I think the producers, the problem is not so much with the numbers or the issues. The problem is the producers, just my perspective, happen to be money-grubbing scum. Thank you very much. That's just one man's opinion. Thank you very much. I certainly have a bright future, don't I? Thank you. I was in hell! Oh, this is kind of funny. I had an amusing thought. It still makes me laugh. Think about this. A ringside seat for the fight last night. $1,500. $1,500. That's a lot of money. $1.5 grand. $1,500 for a seat there at ringside. And then 90 seconds later, bang! It's over! Oh, gosh, I enjoyed quite a laugh over that one. And today, hello. Hi, how are you? Who was that, Hal? Anybody we know? Oh. I think today probably all across America, about every 15 seconds, somebody at work turns to their buddy, some bonehead, and he says, "Well, hell, for 14 million, I'd fight Tyson." Let's see her again, Hal. Let's find out just who the hell this woman is. Hey! Hey, can you hear me? Are you all right? A little less eyeliner, okay? We, for those of you who didn't get to see the Spinks-Tyson fight, do we have the footage, Hal, from HBO? Okay, this is from Atlantic City last night, and as you know, it was a first-round knockout, about 1 minute, 31 seconds into the bout. Hal, roll the footage, and then we'll see if we can't take a look at it again in slow motion. All right, devastating punching power. There, boom, there you go. And you just, unbelievable, I didn't... See, because the producers are such jerks and we don't have a writers, that's the kind of crap you're going to have to put up with. Right there, that's we're tapped out. That's what you see there is the result of 2 weeks of meetings. Here we go in slow motion. Oh, it's a powerful. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our good friend, Mr. Reverend Al Sharpton. Al, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. We're back. We're back. So I understand you were in hell for the last
Been in
month.
hell. You know, the whole thing stinks because we don't have our writers here on this show, and we've been without them for 4 months, and we're having to do the show without the writers. And so I come back today. Today is the first show.
Yes.
The first show. Guess what I hear from NBC?
What's
nothing. That? Nothing. Not a phone call, not a handshake, not a note, not a card, nothing. Thank you very much, Mr. Wright.
Privacy right.
But I mean, even... Thank you. But I mean, even now, when I was married, even I was married for like 10 years.
That was some time ago.
Some time ago. That's right, Paul. Even after the divorce, my wife was kind enough to let me stop by for it. So, and I just think that...
During the divorce proceedings.
Oh, no, this is after the divorce.
Oh, even after the divorce.
Yeah. So
you're
I'm
saying...
saying... So I'm saying if she could do that for me...
Yeah. At least the network could call...
Could something. Call
the day
one
that
of
you're
these
gonna go
boneheads,
back.
pick up the phone and call.
The day you're going back, unguarded, without your troops
Nothing.
around
I
you.
get nothing from these guys.
Not even a basket of fruit?
No, I got a basket of fruit.
Oh, well.
But it wasn't from the right guys. It was from mysterious department. What is the name of the department? Talent Relations.
Talent relations?
I couldn't be more honored to get something that's pretty high up in the machinery here at NBC.
Well, that's what they're in charge of at Talent Relations.
Anyway, did I mention that the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are money-grubbing scum?
I think you did.
What else are we doing here? Oh, do you have any good stories? I got a great story.
Let's hear it.
You want to hear the story?
Yes.
All right, this is a pretty good story. This is my Paul Newman story.
Okay.
By the way, you'll be hearing plenty of stories in the next few months. Oh, here, let me show you these. Hal Gurney, you know, our director, he had some time on his hands and was doing some kind of odd experimentation with livestock up in his home in Connecticut. And we have some photographs here. I don't know, these are bred for, I guess, sport and food. Can we get right in there? Get a nice tight shot of the, okay. There it is. You see? All right, here's my Paul Newman story. So I go to Indianapolis for the 500-mile race. It's held every year. By the way, in doing this, I was able to really anger the wife of the governor of the state of Indiana. So ask me about that tomorrow.
Okay, we'll save that.
So I see Paul, I'm there with my friends. I'm there with my friends, and I see Paul Newman at a certain place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is a vast facility. Huge, enormous, 500,000 people attending this event. I see Paul Newman, he's going up a set of stairs. Listen how quiet he is. That's the sign of a good storyteller. if you can, yeah, I can. Oh, look at this. There's our. See, we're doing the best we can without writers. We've added this. That's our security camera. Yeah, that guy's up to no good. So I see now. I'm in show business.
Yes.
And of course Paul Newman is in show business. So I think to myself, I can say hello to Paul Newman and also impress my friends. See? So Paul is dressed all in white. Well, you're giving me time cues? Our biggest goal here tonight is to kill time. What? No, you should have come to the meeting. No, we're trying to forget the time cues. We got to eat as much time as we possibly can. Because normally in this position there'd be fantastic written comedy, but thanks to the money-grubbing scum, we don't have any. So, anyway, Paul, and he's dressed completely in white. He's got white pants, a white shirt, and a little white hat. He looked like an extra on the Love Boat.
Okay.
But I know it's Paul Newman because there's no mistaking this man. So, and we're about 5 feet away. I'll stand up for no apparent reason. And I'm surrounded by my little friends that I've brought to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to try and impress them with what's going on. Paul Newman walks over, and he makes a right turn and goes up a flight of stairs, and I said, "Hi, Paul." All right, now Paul says and does this. He continues to walk. This is what Paul does. How are we doing on time now? I know we get all the time. And this strike may go on till Christmas.
So I hear.
So I'm gonna ask every member of the staff, Paul, you and the band, if you guys can't come up with stories. They don't have to be as good as the Paul Newman story. But as this unfolds, we'll call on you to help kill a little time here. Hal, how are things in the control room there? Fine. Yeah. Hal, I understand you've planned a little something for tonight to help us kill some time.
Yeah, a little surprise for you today.
Oh, good. A little surprise. What will it be, Hal?
Come on under control. Number 4.
Uh-huh. It's Hal Grooney, by the way, our director, ladies and gentlemen. There's Hal right there. What's the surprise, Hal?
Bring the lights up, please. Dave, I don't know if you know it, but Pete Fatovich, our associate...
Excuse me, Hal. Are you guys growing mushrooms in there?
Can you see us now? Oh, video. Bring the lights up. Okay. Dave, did you know that Pete Fatovich plays the accordion? Thank you.
Gee, you know, Hal, I didn't have the slightest clue, Hal, that...
Well, I thought it was a little surprise for you. Take 4 again.
All right, Pete, you're gonna... There's Pete back there, and you're gonna...
Pete, what are you going to play for us tonight?
Lady of Spain.
What is it, Hal?
Lady of Spain, Dave.
Okay.
Take care.
All right, go ahead, Pete, anytime.
There we go.
All right. Just anything to kill a little time here. That's all we're really trying to accomplish is to eat up some valuable network time. Okay, that's Pete Fatovich playing Lady of Spain. That's it? Okay. Well, there you got another pretty good indication of what you're in for here tonight, folks. Welcome back. Now, Paul, you did a lot of things in the 4 months that we were off. 4 months! It's impossible to comprehend that, isn't it?
Yet it feels like just the other day we stopped.
Yeah, kind of, doesn't it?
No, it feels like 4 months.
Yeah, so
I did a lot of...
We need some stories from you tomorrow.
I have a few stories.
Have you seen this Roger Rabbit deal?
I haven't gone to see it.
See, now, I understand this is the feel-good hit of the summer. But I can't condone another puppet movie. It's puppets, right? Cartoons.
It's
even better.
It's cartoon and real mixed,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
People singing numbers with cartoon characters and things.
Yeah.
A little squirrel on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Uncle Remus and a...
You know, I look goofy in these clothes. I haven't worn these clothes in 4 months. I never wear these clothes. This is just some junk we throw on for the show. I don't dress like this. Why am I dressed like this now?
Why are you dressed like
I don't know. I don't know. That's my what? Okay. Maybe so. But that Paul Newman story was pretty damn good, huh?
Funny, yeah.
No. Our first guest tonight is an old and good friend, a very funny man. This man recently starred with Danny DeVito in the hit. Now, there were no puppets in this movie, and it was a big hit. No. In the motion picture Throw Mama from the Train, and will be performing at the Westbury Music Fair on July 29th through the 31st. Folks, please welcome Billy Crystal. Hi, Billy, how you doing? Good. Not good. I'm not doing too good.
No, you're doing well.
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Boy, oh boy, it's been hard for everybody.
Been tough, yeah.
It's scary too. They've been getting. I'm a member of the Writers Guild and producers and Directors Guild. I've been picketing my own house. I don't know where.
It's very confusing.
It's been
for you.
militant. You know, if you're having lunch with a writer friend, they pull up with a loudspeaker. All right, come on, we know you're writing in there. Come out kicking your concepts in front of you. But I hope it's a lot of people getting out of work.
Yeah, well, the whole thing stinks. It really stinks. And I think that I don't want to go on and on about this, but it looks to me like the producers, the guys who are making, I could go on and on about this, but
No.
you're here, so I don't need to.
It's okay.
Anyway. So you were at the big fight last night?
Yeah.
You know, not every heavyweight championship bout lives up to the pre-fight hype, but boy, this one sure did, didn't
Well, with the exception of the Borgnine-Merman marriage, this is the shortest heavyweight fight in the history of fights. I was sitting there. I was a guest of HBO, which was very nice.
You do a lot of work with them.
Yes, and they were very nice to me, and they brought me into the fight, and I've been traveling all day, and I was tired. It was very hot in the room.
Yeah.
And
Who were some of the big stars that were there?
let's see. Well, this Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. He's everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah. I think there are two of them, and they just go, "Are you in Denver? I'm at the game."
A Nuggets game, maybe.
Yeah. Steve Allen, Jane Meadows.
No, they weren't there. They weren't there. They weren't there.
I'm not kidding.
No, they were not there.
George Savalas, Telly's brother. Well, what fight are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Spinks Tyson fight.
Oh, yeah, so it was amazing, and there was a delay. Michael had something wrong with the taping of his glove.
Yeah, there was some controversy about
Yeah.
nobody from the Tyson camp, nobody from the Spinks camp had seen Tyson get his hands taped.
Ah, and then Tyson was hitting the walls.
Yeah.
Because you could feel it in the... You're doing... Oh, he's warming up. This is a scary, unbelievably talented 21-year-old man.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that a lot of people who really understand boxing were saying this time his number was up. Because of all of those outside distractions and so on and so forth, he was out of shape. And then he comes out there, and in 91 seconds, he flattens a man who had, what, never been knocked down?
Right, and he's a great fighter. And the pity of it is people are going, oh, the Spinks, right?
Yeah.
The stupid... He's a great fighter. He just got beaten by a better fighter.
Yeah.
And this guy is he's so fast, and he's a pit bull. He's like this, he comes, and it's over.
Yeah.
And I yawned. I went, boy, huh, he's down, when? I swear. And then, this guy is so scary, but you've had him on the show.
Yeah, I had both of them on the show. They're both very nice.
They're wonderful guys, but you wouldn't know this was the most ferocious man in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike, you just destroyed him. How did you feel?
Well, it was still fight.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Should I go further with it?
Yeah, yeah.
I decided to throw some important punches, and yeah, I noticed from the films that his pancreas was exposed, so if you hit the pancreas, it releases toxins, and so the key to me was I just imagined he was my mother-in-law, and I just right after him.
Now, how is that different from your Michael Jackson?
It's
pretty close, isn't it?
It's not quite as high.
But, you know, I thought it was interesting. They were interviewing Michael Spinks after the fight, and they said...
It was a good video. It was a pretty good video.
And they said to Michael Spinks, they said, so what now? What's next for you? And he says, I just want to take some time and enjoy the fact that the fight is over. So to me, here is a guy who was not really looking forward to the contest.
No, but he was very honest. A lot of fighters don't cop to the fact they've been hurt. I mean, when Tyson beat up Trevor Berbick, Berbick did the dance, and Margaret did in Bye Bye Birdie for an hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. And he brought back the funky chicken for a while. He's kicking around. Then they say, did he hurt you? No, I was just stunned. And Larry Holmes got tagged, and he was a great heavyweight champion. Larry, did he hurt you? Well, I like eggs.
Larry likes eggs.
Oh, I love eggs. I go in the coffee shop and order eggs. I'm sorry, I went to the Bahamas for a minute.
Hit him so hard he was thinking about breakfast.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why we have to do this now? We really have to? Okay, well, we apparently have some kind of a schedule we have to adhere to tonight.
I'm here.
All right,
What about baseball? What about Billy Martin, that sort of stuff? I guess we're all pretty tired of that, aren't we?
He was a great manager. Something about a 61-year-old man throwing dirt on an umpire that just doesn't. It's sad. I'm a Yankee fan. I hope that they, come out of this, and I hope he gets himself together.
Yeah, yeah. And you enjoying the season so far?
Yeah, it's good. All the races are good.
Yeah.
There's also Susan Sarandon's on it. Bull Durham is a very good baseball movie. Finally, they've always been bad because they never cast a guy who can play. I mean, Kevin Costner's a player. Tony Perkins played Jimmy. No, he's a fine actor, and that was great. But Jimmy Pearsall was a good baseball player.
It does really seem like a peculiar choice after having met Jimmy Pearsall.
Yeah, sure. He's been on the show a number of times, and he was a great player. And some considerations, when you some of that film. Where do you see this kid play? This is Tony Perkins. Throw the ball in, Jim. Did it get to where you are? And then the Babe Ruth story was pretty good, but William Bendix was 48, and when the movie starts, Babe Ruth is 13. So he's in an orphanage, and Brother Matthias is going, George, you gonna shower up? Yeah, I got a little prostate problem, though, brother, and I'll be in a while. It takes me a while. The original Babe Ruth casting was Yul Brynner.
Is that right?
Yes, and I've seen some of the footage.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
some of the screen tests, I guess.
Yul as Babe Ruth. It was actually amazing. The reporter talking to him was the first scene I saw. It was, gonna hit home run, babe? I'm going to try. Boy, these Chicago Cubs have gotten me nuts. There's a sick kid in Brooklyn. I'm going to hit home for him. A single, a double, a triple, etc., etc., etc. See, I played the cameras.
Yeah, I know you did a very nice job.
I rehearsed for you.
That's interesting, Billy. I guess living in Hollywood, you would have access to some of those rare screen tests that the rest of us wouldn't be able to avail ourselves of.
I have some amazing...
I like eggs.
I have that. I have an all-dwarf production of Death of a Salesman.
Yeah, all dwarves.
Linda, I'm home. Linda, I'm home. Where's Biff? Boys, the woods are burning.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Did I go too far?
No, just about the right amount.
No.
But tonight, go as far as you want.
Oh, yeah?
No, we got nothing but time to kill tonight. What about anything in the news that caught your fancy?
Well, these people like Swaggart, Beck, it's so bizarre. The whole concept of preaching over television, to me, is strange. It would never happen with rabbis. It would not happen in my... What is... I have sinned, my Lord. I bought retail. So sue me, okay? Sue me. I'll see you in court. What? We don't have
That's
that.
it? We gotta go?
Where am I going? I paid $1,500 for this seat.
What are you doing? I guess...
It's gone.
Do you have anything to... Are you going anywhere? I threw the card away. Do you have anything you want to mention upcoming here?
I'm going on tour again for the first time in a year.
Now, do you like doing that or not doing that?
I didn't like it for a while, and I'm starting to... Been working at the Improv in L.A., getting...
Well, you probably get to play really, really good places now, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's better, and I'll be at West Bay Music Fair and some...
Oh, that's right. That's what I wanted to mention. Okay, great.
So things are going pretty...
Nice to see you. I hope you have a control room, Hal?
So far, Dave.
All right. What about that woman? Is she still around?
No, she's
All right, thank you. Our next guest is, huh?
That the woman?
The woman we saw earlier.
Oh, that one.
Let's see. Who are these? Now, these stooges are on the payroll here. They get money for just hanging around. Where is he, Hal?
Somewhere in customs, he's being set up. He's going to talk pretty soon.
Yeah, and this guy gets paid an awful lot of money to help him with his tie. Yeah, you're right. Hal says they're just good friends. Our next guest has made his first $1 million by inventing a formula for restoring hair. That was just the beginning of an inventing career spanning half a century. Folks, please welcome Carl Brandenfels. Carl, I'll be right over. I'm coming. Hi, Carl. Well, David, there you are. I'm right here. I had to come over from back over there. How you doing? Carl, where are you from?
St. Helens, Oregon.
St. Helens, Oregon,
Yeah,
near Mount St. Helens.
Oh, yeah, that's across from us.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I fish out there a lot.
Has the surrounding environs recovered from the explosion?
Perfectly.
Yeah.
It was a boon to the area, actually.
Was it really? In what regard?
Wildlife and the new vegetation, and it's really beautiful.
So it didn't permanently damage the ecosystem?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah. You know, I'm quite concerned about the ecosystem.
Believe me, it was an echo when that thing went off.
There you go. A lifelong inventor. You've made your fortune as an inventor. You've made a lot of money being an inventor.
That's right.
Yeah.
From the time I was about 10 years old,
What was the first thing you invented?
Well, I had on the farm at Holders, Nebraska, I had to take, oh, thank you, had to take cold baths.
Cold baths in the winter because you had no hot water in the summer.
You couldn't light a fire. It was too hot. So anyway, we had to take the cold baths in the tub. And so one day I was watering the garden, and I thought, well, why should I use that hose, the water in that hose? Why not put it into the tub?
Right.
And so I rigged up a deal on the barn and had it dribble into a horse tank, and then I put a shower head on the horse tank, and the next thing I knew, 30 neighbors were over too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what, you had them arrested?
No.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to follow your lead.
All right.
You show me what you want to show me.
Well, this is my latest invention. I just got my patents on it from the U.S. Patent Office about 3 days ago. So this will be a multi-million-dollar setup. You take it to an airport, ride it around, and it goes. You stop it and has a brake on it, and it'll use it for a mule. It folds all up and goes in 2 little packages, and you put it in the airplane with you.
So that's what do you call this?
My mini scooter.
Your mini scooter. Yeah. And what would this retail for?
Well, it's going to be used by.
Mind if I ride it?
Sure, go ahead. Just pull up on that. Live there. And here, right here. Just pull up on that. And
this, of course, will be our first litigation of the new season. Oh! Okay. Get the hell out of here. Bye.
it's
I'm back. I kind of have to finish the show. That's a dandy. Now, what'll that sell for?
about probably $300 or $400.
$300 or $400, and who will buy that? What's your target?
Well, the first, I already have orders from the airlines to put it right at the stanchions, and people will rent them and go out, get their baggage, and take it to the car, and then leave it there, and coming back the other way, it'll hold about 300 pounds of baggage.
So you're saying that this will replace the rental car? I'm sorry, is that what?
Yes, it will. At the airport.
Are we done? I guess I went to the wrong meeting today. I thought we had to kill as much time as possible. Oh, okay. He'll come right back.
All right,
well, Carl Brandenfels, lifelong inventor, made a lot of money.
Yeah.
How much money have you made?
Well, I've taken in a lot.
Taken in a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several $1 million.
Pretty good deal. What do you got there, Carl?
This is a picture patch setup that I invented. You can take any picture and put a
Can I slip that on?
So, yeah, sure, you bet. And
so this is a vest
that you could brag yourself about over your possessions and so on. And it's also used now on luggage.
Use this on luggage?
You bet. When your luggage comes around the airport, they're not going to grab the wrong thing. Your picture with the fishes on there.
That's right. and here in New York, this, no mistaking about it, really makes you a target.
It sure.
You're looking at dead meat here, buddy. And these can be,
you can change them.
It's the miracle of Velcro.
That's right.
Yeah. You could put them right there.
That's right.
Yeah. Now this alone looks like a multi-million-dollar invention.
It's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be, the airlines are going to use it.
I like this. Now this is a look I could get behind.
Hi. This is the massage instrument that I got patents on, and it increases the circulation into the scalp. Instead of one deal up, you've got 10 little rollers pushing the blood
These are little rubber rollers, and you roll them all over your body, I guess.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure that the face would be the place that comes to mind.
And this is a suction cup for the girls for having their face creams on there and so on.
I'll just take your word for that,
all right.
Carl. And for the girls, suction cups.
All right.
I tell you about my ex-wife? Huh?
Are we ready to go?
We got to. Okay, Carl, you want to mention your book here,
yeah,
right?
you bet. I wrote a book that's going to help millions of inventors.
How to turn your ideas into money. All right, Carl.
That's right. You can do it. Everything is in there that you need.
All right, and the last one, we have a giant. Do we stay here or they bring it down? What do we do? All right, what is this, Carl?
Well, this is my little Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
And it's can be ridden by two people. The Egyptians used to use it to haul water.
Haul water. I was going to say it looked like it might have hydroelectric possibilities. And again, of course, the Ferris wheel craze has never been hotter than it is right now. So, how does this? Would this be for like a swing set kind of thing in the backyard?
That's right. You crawl into it. We'll demonstrate how it works.
Okay.
In other words, you want to be sure that the fella is down here first, not up there.
I see. Okay.
Or you'll swing.
Oh, geez. You're not putting me out, Carl.
Unless you won't hit a light there.
Okay.
All right. You want to, I guess they're going to push us around. We sit in this thing.
All right. Now, do you need me for anything, Carl?
Yeah, you're going to be in the other end
I'm
of it.
gonna be in the
And I need a 20-pound bag of sand, too.
Carl needs a 20-pound bag of sand. Anybody here have a 20-pound bag of sand? Oh. How big a sandbag do I need, Carl?
You're it.
Now, how much do you weigh, Carl?
155 pounds.
Right now, I weigh 175. I'm in the top physical condition of my life.
We're gonna try this first.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't lose the
into the hall, aren't I?
Are you in it yet?
I don't know. I sit down.
Yeah, oh, sure. You got to sit in.
All right, now, okay, now what happens, Carl?
Well, are you in it?
Well, I'm just...
All right, let's give it a
Not really
try.
in spirit, but... Ho! Ah! Me, Carl! Ho! That ain't all that funny. All right, we got to go? Well, let's just try this one more time. All right, let's try it. Be very careful, Carl.
No, I'm all right. Are you in it?
Oh, no, it's going to... No, it's fine. It's all right? Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, well... Okay, now, see, that's not fun. Well, you're going to... We got it down. Coming down. Out of here. Come down. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, no, that's down. Our next guest is a lovely and talented actress, aren't they all, who gives the bathtub a whole new meaning in her latest hit film, Bull Durham. I don't know what that means. Her other films include Atlantic City, The Witches of Eastwick, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Folks, please welcome Susan Sarandon. Susan. Hi. How are you?
You don't want to talk about that.
Well, then why did you wear it?
Because you're taking care.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the return of the tube sock.
How you doing?
I'm great.
You having a good summer?
Yeah.
What are you doing this summer?
I just got back from Africa. I've been working.
What part of Africa?
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, was that...
Work.
Yeah.
On a film?
Yep, Dry White Season
Uh-huh.
with Marlon Brando and Donald Sutherland.
You're working, is this safe to say, more now than ever? Are you busier now than you've ever been?
Well, I took a year off when I had my baby,
Yeah.
so that was easy to work more than that.
Yeah. So now you have time off?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
going to
what do you
make
do with your
time
time
off
off?
now. I'm going to be with my daughter.
Yeah. How old's your daughter?
3.
What's her name?
Eva Maria Livia.
Mm-hmm. And where are you staying now?
Right now I'm in the Hamptons, then I'm going to Italy, and then I'm going back to Maine. I'm checking in different places.
Peripatetic, eh?
Yeah.
I thought you were. You looked a little flushed. So now tell people what the Hamptons are like. Do you like the Hamptons?
Oh, I don't know the Hamptons very. They have really good vegetables there.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful part of the eastern, farthest point east of Long Island, and it's flat, and it's a lovely countryside, and it's right on the ocean, and they grow potatoes there.
And a lot of people from show business.
Yeah, and the people who live in the Hamptons, in these communities, are wonderful people, and it's a lovely community. But then on weekends, jerks like me and you show up and ruin this place. Mm-hmm. And I made the mistake of renting a home there, and I'm never going back.
How about tonight? Are you going?
No,
Oh,
not,
good. I'm glad.
not tonight. But it just, if you could live there.
Because I don't think they're going to be too eager.
Oh, no. Of course they don't want me there anyway. I understand that. But I mean, the people who live there, that's great. They're wonderful. They're nice, warm, normal people. It's just the showbiz idiots that make it tough, you know?
Mm.
Do you subscribe to that
How much time do we have to kill?
But have you enjoyed yourself there?
I've only been there a few days, but I have enjoyed myself.
Yeah. And you have a house in Italy? What part of Italy?
Well, in Rome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That must be very exciting.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's very different. There's good food.
Yeah.
And there's nobody there from the Hamptons.
Yeah, that's right. when you say different, you mean what? Italian?
It's very Italian.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would think making your home there in the cradle of civilization, was it the cradle of civilization?
Mesopotamia.
So do you have a house there?
Not yet.
No. Maybe a trailer would be nice. But I mean, you're surrounded by antiquities. It must be terribly exhilarating.
It's reassuring because it gives you a sense that since there was a past, there could be a future.
Yeah. But don't you think the Italians are great people?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then this film, this Bull Durham deal, the runaway hit, well, of course, you got that...
Bunny thing.
Bunny thing.
Have you seen it?
No, I won't go see it.
He's really miscast, that bunny.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to go see that. So tell us about the film.
What would you like to know?
I don't know. Not much, really.
It's fun. Didn't you see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it
No. Why, did they tell you I was going to go see it? Is that the only reason you're here?
I thought you were professional. If I was going to be here, I thought you
Look,
would have seen it.
I got problems like you wouldn't believe. I'm up to here with trouble.
What's happening?
I can't get into it. But I'll go see it as soon as it comes to a theater near me. Because I think you're great. And, of course, baseball. I love baseball.
Then you'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll love it. You like Kevin?
Yeah, I think he's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's fun. That's pretty unusual. It's about something that's pretty unusual.
Tell us something that you haven't already told other people about the movie.
I had a really good time doing it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
And I've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
So I can't think of anything that you wouldn't
Yeah.
have
Are you a baseball fan yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that much about baseball. I know how to hit. I know how to score.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll learn a lot about stuff other than baseball if you go to see it.
Yeah, it's
a very literary movie.
Yeah, it's a movie about life, isn't it?
It's a movie about dreams, about following your dreams.
Yeah.
It kind of gives a good name this year to sex and drinking and spitting and sports and locker rooms.
When did spitting have a bad name?
I think everything's had a bad name.
Excuse me, Susan. What now? We have to go away now. All right. Fine.
Very far.
We'll be right back.
Rated cartoon action on...
Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you. I
know what would really hit the spot right now? Some gum. Thank you. We had a young ruffian in the audience chewing gum moments ago. And as a spokesman for the audience, I asked him, could he spit it out? And did he? Did you comply, sir? No, he did. He finally caught young rowdies in the audience tonight, Paul. I had a great night last night. I don't often do this. I don't like to talk about my personal life, but I had so much fun last night. Diane von Furstenberg came over, and it was great. It was one of those magic nights. We just sat around the house, we had some chili, and then we listened to some Red Fox albums. Gosh, I don't recall.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, some Red Fox albums. Hi, hello, how do you do? Nice to see you. Well, you know, for years, whenever I go visit my next-door neighbor, I've wondered to myself why I always feel cramped and crowded whenever I go over to see them next door. And it just dawned on me the other day. It's because I've been going through their dog door. You see, you know, how... Oh, pardon me. Thank you very much. Well, here's baseball news. Yesterday, a Houston jury ruled that for more than a year, New York Yankees hitting star Dave Winfield was legally married to 2 women. That's right. No wonder he has a bad back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. On the program tonight, Andrea Martin, flown all the way in from California to be here on the program. Let me see what you have. Let me see what you have. Let me see what you have. Let's take a look at it. What is that?
It's a double-breasted.
Well, that's nice. What do you think? Bring it out here. Should I slip into that one or not?
Yeah.
All right, let's try that one. Paul, a little modeling music, if you don't mind. Right here, Barbara. Here. In addition, how far did it get? Oh, and a gentleman who came all the way in from Chicago, Phil Corrington, is here. He is involved with the Chicago Field Museum of Natural History there, and we're going to show you amazing things that he has brought with him. And somebody we've been asking to be a guest on this show since the very beginning. And we're flattered and excited and happy that he's here tonight, Jackson Browne. Now, our good friend Paul Fisher, right over there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, folks. Welcome back to the program. What do you think, Paul? Not a bad show, eh?
It's a good show so far.
Now, music... Wait a minute. We expected only to build from this point on.
Right. Yes, that's what I meant.
It gets better and better.
Better and better, yeah.
You'll be performing with Mr. Browne?
Absolutely, you're correct, yes.
Been after him for a long time, haven't you?
I know. I don't know why he finally broke down and came on. I'm not sure.
I think he was just wanted to be here.
Maybe so. Yeah, I'm really excited. He sounds really good, too.
Yeah, when he heard we were going to inflate a kid in bunk beds, he said...
He said, book me on that show.
Count me in.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Let's do our top 10 list. This is... Just little ideas, little thought provokers, little icebreakers, little conversation starters.
Pieces.
Yeah, things that you can share with your family and friends as you dine with them at the breakfast table or on your way to work if you carpool.
Always great to have a list.
That's right.
Of things.
Here we go. Tonight's category, Paul. Do you have any idea what the category might be tonight? Boy, how about the weather here? Isn't it
gorgeous
beautiful?
Day today.
Unbelievable day today.
Does the category have anything to do with the weather?
No.
Does it have anything to do with politics?
Not specifically, no.
Is the
current events?
Are you in show business?
It's top 10 chapter titles in the Mike Tyson biography. You know, there's a book written about him by Jose Torres.
Right.
Yeah.
Heard all about it.
Top 10 chapter titles in that particular work, the biography. Here we go. Number 10. An immigrant named Tysonowicz.
Number 9, The Dark Before the Dawn, flunking out of the Wilfred Beauty Academy. Number 8, The Fine Line Between Boxing and Dating. That would be a chapter. Number 7, 1,001 Deviled Egg Ideas. Number 6, Sometimes When We Touch the Don King Nobody Knows. Number 5, Mike's Cross-Country Drive with Sandra Day O'Connor. I'm coming very close to calling off the top 10.
Oh, no.
If this were a fight, it would have been stopped.
Stopped.
Number 4, Turning Down the Vice Presidency. That's it. I will not be finishing. No, forget it. No, we're not. No, we'll find something. What? Well, all right. Okay. Because if we didn't finish this, I was going to do this. Do these things work? Oh, they don't work. Well, thank God you wanted to hear the rest of the list. Hey, we got no power in the cannon. Oh! Stop it. Every hunting accident there's ever been has started just like that.
That's right.
Hey, that ammo. Oh. Bam! Number 3, Michael Spinks, the 1-minute workout. Number 2, The Break with Bob Vila. And number 1, chapter title in the Mike Tyson biography, Excuse Me, Sir, Is This Your Spleen? Yeah, shotgun ain't working. Who's coming out next? Has anybody been here yet?
No.
Am I the first to get here?
First guest.
Am I early? Our first guest is a prodigiously talented actress and comedian. She is an alumna of SCTV and her special entitled Andrea Martin. Why is that blanked out, Kevin? And huh? It was changed. It was changed, okay. And her special called Andrea Martin Together Again premieres on Showtime this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, Andrea Martin. Andrea. This is a what? How you doing?
I guess you're expecting guests. Very, very attractive.
Would you like some chips?
No thanks, dear.
How have you been?
Any margaritas? You know, since I live in Los Angeles now.
Of course you do. You got a lovely home there?
Gone completely LA and only now think of margaritas and fitness instructors and that kind of thing.
And venison?
Fitness.
Oh, I thought you said something about venison. I'm sorry. But, geez, that's odd. She moved to California and she's eating deer meat. How would that happen, I said to myself.
Well, I know that must have been really just, you must have thought long.
Well, of course I did.
Of course,
now,
dear.
but, and it's paying off. You look terrific. You look like you're in the top physical condition of your life.
Well, thanks, Mr. Letterman.
Yeah. What kind of things do you do?
What, to work out?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been working on this new thing called a Stairmaster. Do you know what that is? Do you know what a Stairmaster is?
You see, I'm not
There's
sure
applause for the manufacturers here, obviously.
Piece of athletic equipment. A shot put. Yeah, we've seen them.
Right. It's something that simulates walking upstairs.
Why don't you just walk upstairs?
Well, you see, you know, how far can you go? It's a half an hour. What am I going to do? The Empire State Building. I'm walking up daily. And you know who I saw the other day there? George Hamilton.
On the Stairmaster?
On the Stairmaster in a designing jogging outfit. For this thing actually can cause cardiac arrest. It is so, it takes
it's tough, is it?
It's very, very tough. Thanks for being right there with me. So, Mr. Hamilton next to me, half an hour, not a drop of perspiration.
How long was he on the machine?
Half an hour, David.
Half an hour, I'm sorry.
Oh, sure.
How long were you on the machine?
When I leaned over to see if there was some body odor stuff, nothing at all. So the man is a RoboCop, yeah. Go ahead.
And this is the extent of your workout is this machine?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'll have a chip, sure. All right. Now. Talking about But it's got me hungry, obviously.
We can get you some fresh ones if you like.
No, don't worry. I know the budget's low.
Now,
If they pay me, believe me, I know that it's not very
Do you
much.
still have a trainer? Did you ever have one of those deals?
I have a trainer now.
Does he
yes.
come to the house? Is it
It's
he?
a girl, and I go to the
Female?
club.
Oh.
That's all the beautiful, beautiful
And
girls
what kind of
there.
things does she do for you?
She says, hurry up. Don't stop now. Keep going. More. Do it more. That kind of thing.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
But, you know, that comedy just keeps on coming, doesn't
You
it?
know what? This is the chemistry thing is beautiful.
Now tell me about your home.
Oh, yeah, I have a home now in Los Angeles, Pacific Palisades.
That's a beautiful neighborhood. I used to live up the road in Malibu.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice, clean air.
Yeah, I liked
That's
it up
good.
there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't get back much?
No,
do
I
you?
sure don't.
No.
2 words. Ask me why. 2 words.
Why,
In an answer,
honey?
2 words.
Go
Bench
ahead.
warrant. Thank you.
I have a new home, and I got a new... Do you have trouble... Are you intimidated by people that work under you? Not are under you, but people that work under.
I think I know what you mean.
Like,
it's a little, it's kind of an unusual.
I'm not very good with that, and I just hired a housekeeper. Her name is Emmy Boo, and
Seriously,
I
what's...
swear to God, her name is Emmy Boo.
Was she from Hanna-Barbera?
I think, yeah, dressed completely in blue when she came in.
Where do I go? What do I do now? She said. Oh my God, there's another Smurf.
Why would I do a cartoon
I don't
voice?
know, but it
Thank
was
you
funny.
very
I
much.
enjoyed it.
Yes, Emmy Boo. She doesn't speak a word of English, and I had to speak. She actually came to
What
the...
language does she speak?
I don't actually know. I can't figure it out. She came to the house about 2 weeks ago. I interviewed her. She knocked on the door, and I said, "Hello, come in." She said, "Come in." She said, I said, "Come in." Ha! Yeah, come in.
Yeah.
Pulled her in. I said, "All right, sit down. Sit down." Yeah, sit down. I said, "All right, now, Emmy, after 2 weeks of basically just making yourself a big sandwich and watching soap operas and sort of just looking, you know, I saw her one day go like this. And then turned on the TV. Before I left, I said, "Emmy, please do not pick up the telephone." If she picks it up and doesn't speak any English, people say, "Can I speak to Andrea Martin?" She, I don't know. I said, "Why do you pick up the phone?" "Yeah, funny lady." Yeah. So before I left, I said, "Emmy, please do not pick up the phone." I got up enough courage. I didn't want to insult her. Don't pick up the phone. When I leave, the answering machine is on. Yeah, no one calls. I said, "Excuse me, no one calls." I said, "Just don't pick up the phone, okay?" Yeah, okay. Then I felt so badly, I said, "Can I make you lunch or something like that?" Here's $100. I felt very guilty about that.
So you have quite a rapport then.
That's it. And your limo driver just picked me up.
Not
And he
my
said,
limo
well,
driver.
The shows.
Yeah.
I think of you as a star.
Yeah.
And
You would be in a minority then.
that's not true.
Yeah.
You think better about yourself. Or I'm going to slap your face and then kiss it afterward.
Thank
There
you
we
very
go.
much. We'll do a commercial, then we'll be right back.
Vodka!
That's a big weight.
I'm 6! Too big! It's the Bonsai Pipeline! Oh, whoa!
What happened?
Who won?
Next time, let's just arm wrestle.
What's that?
Hey, buds, now you can get a special offer on Bud to the Beach sunglasses. Just look for this display wherever you buy Bud or Bud Light.
Did I mention I'm dating Leona Helmsley, Paul?
You know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the will here.
Is she nice?
Before Harry goes.
Ah.
Oh, God. Hey! Thank you.
I don't take him anywhere.
Where were we? Oh, tell me about the kids. How are they doing?
The kids are beautiful. My boy, who's Jack, is 8 years old now. You know that.
I don't think I've ever...
Well, the first time I met you, he was just born. I told you he looked like Yoda. And now he has turned into a beautiful... Every time I come on this show, I use that joke.
Oh, really?
Every single time. And there's 3 polite people that go, ha, the Yoda thing. Why? I don't know. I'm attached much to it, obviously.
It's a funny
I
joke.
can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Yoda. Yeah, he was Yoda, I guess. And now I'm into cartoon voices.
Yeah.
It's like a running thing.
Now you have you have a boy,
I have
and a girl.
8, and I have another boy 6.
Two
Joseph.
boys.
He
Yeah.
told me the other day he wanted to be an ambulance driver when he grew up.
Good. Good.
Is that good?
Well, sure,
To
it's
be
good. Yeah.
Wanting to be that?
I would think so. Yeah.
Sure?
I mean, it might change. I mean, you didn't have paperwork done on this, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's good.
I had a lawyer right there. Are you sure about that, Mr. Dolman?
And are the kids? What do they do for the summer? They go to camp, or
yes,
they?
Jack just went to camp, and he loved camp, by the way. Was in camp from 8:30 in the morning at UCLA, a little camp called Bruin Kids. Absolutely adored it. Came back, we played soccer, then we played baseball, and then we did some more football, and then I had lunch, and then I had more friends, and we went swimming. He was ecstatic. Then around 7:45, when I put him to bed, he remembered I was his mother. And said to me, "Why do you make me go to camp for 8 hours? I hate you! I don't want to go to camp." Forgot the next morning that he has this antagonistic relationship with me.
So
it was really exciting.
do they sleep over, or they just go every day?
No, they go every day.
And then they come home and
Sure. Oh, they're
that's
too
a pretty good
little
deal.
to sleep
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I can't do that.
Did you go to
yet.
camp when you were a kid?
I did. You know what I heard? I'm going to Maine right after I
Yeah.
finish this show, and as somebody told me the other day, I should be very careful. I hike a lot. That I should be very careful because of the Lyme ticks. And I hear that camps are really there aren't very many lots of camps have cut down because of these little ticks. Have you heard that?
Oh, sure. It's been in all the papers.
Ah, you see, I've just been obviously into myself.
Yeah, but you know, you should be very careful because you get the ticks, and then you may not know that you've been bitten by a tick. And although they say now the ticks, as this disease progresses,
They introduce themselves,
they're getting bigger,
obviously.
and they're like the size of a grapefruit. They land right here. So if you don't notice that,
I'm really into myself, I guess.
so you're going to be camping in Maine?
Yeah, well, you know, my family's from Maine. My mom
Yeah,
and
I guess I
dad,
knew that.
and
Yeah.
yeah, going back there for 3 days.
That'd be very nice.
I think it
now,
will.
do we have footage of this special on Showtime?
Andrea Martin Together, and premiering July 1st on Showtime and throughout the month on Showtime. Cable Network.
Starring yourself?
Starring myself.
Written by yourself? Written by yourself and others?
And Mike Short and Catherine O'Hara and Dick Pasucci, lots of people.
Some of your friends from SCTV, and we're going to look at it a little bit here. Okay, here we go.
Should I set it up? Do I need to?
I don't know. Does she need to?
It's about this girl, a performer.
Oh, the hell isn't. You should have seen me with Mr. Prickly last night. I could have won the Oscar. Ha! So what's your name, sweetheart?
Andrea Martin?
Andrew Carton? I'm sorry, honey. I gave up smoking 6 months ago. That and betting on the ponies. Yeah. Only thing exciting left in my life now is getting a little tongue. Problem is I gotta go to Lou's Deli to get it. Ha! Spike! You're nuts! Heard you were looking for him.
Yeah. Andrea Martin, Together again. Showtime. Have a great summer. We're no strangers to this program, and it's always a pleasure to welcome them whenever they have nothing else to offer. Whenever we have nothing else to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Chris Elliott and Jerry Mulligan. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you, Dave.
Chris, I think the last time we saw you, you were on the big book tour.
That's
the
right.
worldwide book tour
That's
promoting
right.
your book,
My
Daddy's
book,
Boy.
Daddy's
Yeah,
Boy
how did
by my
that go?
father and me. Well, thanks for bringing it up. Actually, it was pretty grueling, 10 cities in 10 days. So
Right.
I'm done with promoting that thing. That's all done. By the way, I brought your copy.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't
That's
know
very nice of you.
where you want to put this.
I can put it over there
Well,
somewhere.
you know what? This might keep it out of the way. I'll just put that there. I don't know. That's compliments of the author.
Oh,
but
thank you very much.
I'll just put that there so you don't knock into it at all.
And how is the book selling?
Well, thanks for bringing up the book. Actually, it's setting records in the publishing world.
Is that right?
Because evidently it's been in the stores now for, I guess, 2 months and actually has not sold one copy. So,
gee, that's too bad.
Yeah, there was a woman in Seattle who worked at a Walden bookstores there who called, and she said that a gentleman came into the store. He looked at the book in the aisle, and he made his way towards the counter, but then he just laid it down and left the store. So we're hoping maybe he'll come back and we'll have a purchase.
Very close
We're
then, actually
very close to having a
selling
purchase.
one.
I'm sure he'll come back.
Yeah, okay. So, what can we do for you guys tonight?
Well, if Jerry would keep his mouth shut, maybe I could get a word in edgewise here today.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Well, Dave, as you can see, Jerry and I are, we're kind of health conscious now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you know, you've been joking a lot lately about cholesterol.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And by the way, that is no joking matter.
Oh, no, I know, you shouldn't joke about it.
At Johns Hopkins University, and this may be kind of a scare tactic here, but he lent me some cholesterol just to bring in to show you here, and I don't know. That's actual cholesterol.
That's what we're trying to fight here, then.
That's right. That's inside you.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I think
he was out of containers, so I just kind of took that.
I think we get the point.
Should I?
No, just put it back in the bag, Jerry. It's fine.
So, you know, Dave, what we're really trying to do is pushing liquids this summer.
Pushing liquids?
Yeah, you're so right, Jerry.
It's important to drink liquids.
It's important to drink liquids in the summer because it's hot in the summer. You can get dehydrated, and if you get too dehydrated, you can look like one of the Golden Girls. So what we're going to do tonight is to dramatize this point. We're kicking off Chris and Jerry's Summer Sip-Off 89.
Summer Sip-Off 89.
Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to
stress the importance of consuming liquids.
Right, to dramatize that. And what I'm going to do is go back here, and during the course of the show, I'm going to drink 200 gallons of black coffee.
Is this like one of those Penn and Teller deals? 200
I don't know who they are.
200 gallons of black coffee.
200 gallons of black coffee, and Jerry's going to be there by my side encouraging me and making sure I don't cheat somehow, although I don't know how I would cheat.
Okay, so this is to stress again.
This is to stress that you should drink liquids, any kind of liquids that you can drink. It doesn't really matter.
200 gallons. Man.
You all set, Jerry?
All set.
200 gallons.
All right, Dave, I'm going to put in the first mug.
Is that hot coffee?
It's hot black coffee.
Okay. All right.
Okay, there goes the first mug.
Okay, good luck. You're going to drink all 200 gallons.
Yeah, all 200 before the end of the show.
Okay. I don't know. We'll be right back with Jackson Brown. Animal do we get the thing here from?
Well, actually what this is kind of like if you have a cat, it's like a fur ball, more or less.
So the owl will hack this up?
Yeah, that's the scientific, yeah, right, exactly.
All right, and I open it up and we see
what's in it? Sure, go ahead,
it?
just pull it up and see what you got.
I hope there's a fortune in here. All right, it just looks like fuzz.
Oh, great, there's a bone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, why do they hack these up?
Well, because they can't digest this stuff. Basically what they do is they go out and they eat mice all night.
Oh, wow.
Essentially. And so everything that they can't digest, they have these really powerful muscles, and they sort of wad them up into a ball and then do this every morning.
And then, so they just cough it out?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard an owl cough?
No. Have you?
No, but I mean...
no, I've never...
It might go something like this. All right, owl pellets.
Well, if you hang out at barns, you'll find those in the morning.
New from Swanson's, owl pellets. Here we go. What's next?
This is papyrus. You know how in 5th grade they tell you the Egyptians made
paper
from
earliest
papyrus,
paper.
all that stuff, but you never see it?
It's a reed? Is that what it was?
Yeah, this is it. This is like, it goes up to 20 feet. And this is the top, obviously. Right. And what they do is they take this pith out of the inside. Which is, sure. It's the hardest part of this, too. I wish, like, Tupperware would make a papyrus, you know.
Pither.
Pither, yeah.
Sure.
But they haven't yet. So anyway, what you do is you get this stuff out of here, you lay it out, you soak it, and if you would, go ahead and lay a couple strips on there.
All right.
Just like one that way, maybe one more, just for symmetry.
So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a pith, and I'm putting it right on there. Right over there, and eventually what will we have here for ourselves?
I think since you did that, you might want to cover it up. So take this if you would.
This is how paper was made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you lay this over here, or I will. And next you take the Maggie and Jiggs rolling pin here that we have for you. You can sort of roll this out.
Shouldn't we be preheating the oven? All right. Get all of the moisture out, essentially?
Yeah. As much as you can. They would have used actually wood blocks, but it takes 2 days. So we
you really? This is not early Egyptian?
No.
You really have got quite an exhibit there at the museum.
Okay, now you take this off. And if you lift this up from, try that by the corner, see what you get.
Just peel it off by the corners?
Yeah. Ta-da! Paper.
Lovely.
Very nice.
Papyrus Placemat.
That's it.
Okay. And that's loosely the idea of how they made paper.
Yeah, and then you dry this for 2 days, and then you write.
What are we doing? I'm being shown a sign here, go to the mummy.
Okay,
All right?
great.
Do you have a mummy on you?
Well, no, but we thought we might mummify your hand for you.
Okay, whatever you want.
All right. Just to demonstrate this technique, if we were really doing your whole body, first we would take your brains out of your head through your nose.
Well, someone beat you to it. Here we go.
Okay, if I could have your left hand.
Sure.
Okay, first we have to salt you down.
Hi, Paul.
Okay, then
we have to hurry. We're running desperately
okay.
short on time.
All right.
We only have 20 seconds to do the mummy job.
All right, well, we salt this up, wrap you in linen, like
sodium
this.
chloride.
And sodium bicarbonate, so it's like Rolaids and table salt.
And this would preserve?
Yeah, and then you use like coniferous rosins over this. And we didn't have any coniferous rosins, so we got this instead.
Wait a minute. This is some kind of party stunt, isn't it?
And basically, you cover it up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that would preserve flesh, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need this hand?
No, but this is essentially what they did over the whole body.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay. Oh, excellent. So these are some of the things... some of the things we would see there at the Field Museum of Natural History.
Yeah, come to the Field Museum and we might do this to you.
Well, happy anniversary. Oh, no, I don't think so. Mr. Corrington, we'll be right back. Went wrong here.
Oh, screw it, Dave. I'm giving up on this thing. It was a ridiculous idea. It's the last time I let Jerry talk me into something. I'm never going on a health kick again.
Yeah.
That's the last time. Well, I guess we're going to donate the rest of this coffee to the Boy Scouts.
The Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know about Jerry, but I'm going to go home and urinate for about 6 hours. And I'll probably go and get something to eat after that.
Okay, well, good luck. Always a pleasure to have you guys with us. Good night.